So my last RimWorld run was a bit of a fail. On episode 5, we pretty much got overrun. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a redemption run. We're still going to be playing with VOID on 500% threat scale, but to make it a bit more interesting, and it might make it harder or easier, I'm not really sure yet, we're going to be using the RimWorld of Magic mod, and we're going to be using the Challenge Me mode, which essentially enables hard mode, and whenever we down enemy casters, they will always use a retaliation ability, killing them and doing some type of magical effect, and essentially this is going to make it so we can't capture enemy mages. So today I got a bit of a themed solo run for you guys. We're playing a Drunken Death Knight martial artist. When a Drunken master is drunk, they apparently are more talented in melee. Martial artist is going to allow her to disarm targets more frequently, and Death Knight is one of the RimWorld of Magic classes. The main thing that's cool about Death Knight is they can lifesteal off of their melee attacks. Also, there is a reason why we're playing as a Fox Girl. Fox Girls can sacrifice enemies and they become more powerful as they do. To get any real big bonuses though, we're going to have to sacrifice a ton of enemies, and I'm hoping as the enemy strength scales up, as we're doing the 500% threat scale with VOID, our power level is going to scale up accordingly. As for our skills, I have not increased our skills past what they are right now. These are the base skill levels based on our childhood, which is a farmhand increases melee by 2, construction by 2, planting by 4, and our adulthood increases melee by 6, medical by 5, and social by 4. I'm also using the interest mod, which I think is a must-have. Another rule I laid out for myself is I can only have one of each type of interest. So for added difficulty, I tried to restrict our traits to 3, but with Fox Girls, they're required, I guess, to have the Bloodlust trait. I even tried to use a mod to remove this, and after I did, when I restarted, she had the Bloodlust trait, so we're gonna have 4 traits. The thing with Death Knight is it has a lot of similarities to the Bloodlust trait in the sense that Death Knights don't mind seeing dead bodies. I don't think they mind wearing dead people's gear. Bloodlust will give us a mood bonus though when we do kill people, so that's gonna be nice. Another thing to note about the Fox Girl race is at the start, when we have 1 Soul Reap level, we actually get less movement and manipulation by 10%. As we start sacrificing people though, our Soul Reap level will go up and our movement and manipulation will go up as well. And then you also may notice we have this buff Hate, which is a part of the Death Knight class. We get 5% extra damage and some more armor, although we do get less movement speed. And okay, with all that being said, it looks like we're ready to go. First thing we're gonna do is head over to this ruins and deconstruct this steel sarcophagus. Because we have 0 crafting, it's gonna be more beneficial to make a club over a knife, even though it does cost 10 more steel, as the quality of the knife we make is gonna be potentially really bad, whereas the club doesn't actually have a quality level, it just comes out as a steel club. We're actually going to use the steel club to take out this hair, and we actually one-shot the hair, very nice. Before we do chop it up, we will make a butcher table. In order to make that, we're going to have to chop down a bunch of trees. And Kawaii Waifu does have 4 planting, so she's okay at chopping trees, and she gets a okay amount of wood from chopping them down. And alright, we chopped down a few trees. There is a 18% chance that, oh no, we botched, so we lost half the wood. It's unfortunate. This first day is kind of important that we get things done. Let's not botch this time. Okay, nice. But yeah, it's really important we get things done right now, because VOID could raid us on like day 1.5, I think, potentially even earlier maybe, and we need to be ready for that. And all right, now the question is, before we sleep, can we make a bed? I think we're just gonna let Kawaii Waifu eat this meat. 2% chance of food poisoning, and okay, nice, she didn't get it. She did get 8 raw food for -7, which is fine. The main thing is that before sleeping, we would like to wall in. Oh nice, we got a Brawling Frenzy. Thanks to her high mood. She doesn't even have that high of a mood. Brawling Frenzy gives her a +5 melee hit chance, as well as a +10 melee dodge chance. So that's gonna be really nice for what we're actually about to do, which is take on some of these alpacas. So there is no chance that they manhunt her in terms of their whole pack manhunting against us. And okay, Kawaii Waifu is lifestealing, as you can see, like this little animation. She's not getting hit yet though. There we go, she finally got hit, but yeah, she was able to take that out, and she does have a bruise on her left foot, but if we do, okay, well, we actually got hit instantly there, but we will lifesteal back some of this damage done to us. Like, yeah, we did lifesteal back one of the injuries, and now she's bleeding at 2.9%. If we're feeling lucky, we could potentially heal back this crush to her tail. If we want to take on another alpaca, should we just do that? Let's do it. And okay, she did lifesteal a bit there, nice, and she actually lifestealed it back. She got hit there, but it did no damage. And then some, okay, she got her tail crushed again. Was that the same exact injury she had before? I think it might have been. Let's go for this last alpaca. I'm feeling lucky here. And she stunned it. Can we just back off? I'll be down to back off if this thing's gonna let us go. Can we outrun it? Yeah, I think we can. So that whole thing worked out. We killed 3 alpacas too, which is amazing. I was not expecting things to go that easy, but yeah, we're gonna butcher up these animals. And we're not gonna make a fur bed. Before we do though, we're gonna wall in this whole area. The reason being is as we build these walls, we're gonna be increasing Kawaii Waifu's construction skill, hopefully up to 4 before this is all done. Okay, maybe not. We're actually barely at 3. And yeah, she did finally botch one of the walls. We're gonna have her just make the bed now. And yeah, with 3 construction, there's a 15% chance she botches. Her chance to botch is actually increased, by the way, because she only has 90% manipulation. Ordinarily, I think there's only like a 12% chance to botch with 3 construction. But yeah, she did not botch, and she made a poor bed, which is not awful, so we'll take it. Before we do let her sleep the whole night though, we should finish walling this room in. But we barely have enough wood left as long as she does not botch this last wall, and she did not. Very nice. We're now gonna have her build a roof area right over her bed, and I think that's gonna be enough to where we're sleeping inside. And yeah, it's looking like that's the case. She just has awful bedroom for -4, which we will now try to clear up a bit. We're gonna chop down some more trees, and then we're gonna start flooring in this room that we got. And all right, we did finish flooring in the room. It still is awful though, and we're gonna have to smooth a bunch of these tiles, which will improve its impressiveness. It's gonna take a while to do that though. One way we're not gonna be able to help this room's impressiveness though is we're not gonna be able to clean it. Kawaii Waifu cannot clean, and like this blood is reducing its impressiveness by quite a bit. So maybe we won't worry about it too much. We'll just worry about what we can affect, I guess you could say, and we can remove the naked moodlet modifier if we kill another alpaca. So Kawaii Waifu to get hits. We're gonna use Wave of Fear. It's one of her abilities. It did have a casting time, but it did make this thing attack slower now. Yeah, I should not have casted that while we were getting hit. She has 2 bruises in her legs now, and her hand got bruised too. That was overall pretty bad. I don't actually know if she even got that ability off because it did not go on cooldown. It has a cooldown of 120 seconds. Also, every time we do cast, we gain XP, and early on, it's really easy to gain a lot of XP. Like, we're already at level 2. As far as what we want to put points into, I'm thinking Darkest Night. This is going to increase the defensive bonuses of our passive. Our passive goes from plus 25% armor to plus 27.5. It's not that much, but it also increases the retaliation damage of our passive as well. And another thing about our passive is it has a chance to retaliate every time we get hit in melee, but it also has a chance to nullify ranged attacks on Kawaii Waifu. The base is 30%. We're going to start putting points into Clinging Darkness, so she has a greater chance to retaliate against melee attacks and block ranged attacks. But yeah, after butchering up that alpaca, we're going to have her make a tribal kilt so we can get rid of the naked moodlet debuff, and I'll give her a bit of leg armor too. And it was awful. And she still is naked. I guess female colonists need to have more than just a tribal kilt to get rid of naked. We need to make her a tribal poncho as well, which is going to take 40 more leather. I was going to take on this turkey, but there are some more alpacas in the northwest over here. There's some fairless up here too, which are kind of terrifying. But all right, we're going to use Grave Blade on these alpacas. And that did do some damage, not a whole lot. Let's try now using Wave of Fear, and we're gonna hope that it hits both these guys. I actually don't know if it hit either of them, but yeah, we're just gonna start meleeing this thing. We're gonna hope that it will heal up her injuries. We're kind of getting owned here. We're actually really getting owned here. Her movement is not good. She did heal at the very end there. I'm not really sure if the play here is to take this last alpaca. I did use her spy attack on it, and we stunned it. Very nice. We're just gonna hope that she wins this. Oh, and this one got back up. Let's finish this one off now. Okay, cool. Oh, and okay, she got food poisoning. I think that was like the 4th time she ate raw meat, which is pretty unlucky. 2% chance each time she does. And yeah, she's gonna be out for quite a while. We did get an armor smith though, which is odd. We do have VOID as our storyteller, so I'm not really sure what that's all about. Perfect timing actually that they came in, because yeah, with food poisoning, it's pretty hard for us to defend ourselves. Kawaii Waifu recovered from her food poisoning, and the trade caravan did end up leaving. We're now gonna craft up this poncho, and I'm hoping that this is going to... Well, it's awful. But yeah, this is going to remove her naked moodlet, so she's pretty much going to be in an okay mood for now. Another thing we can do to buff up her mood a bit is we can give her a table so she can not have to eat without a table. If she's eating raw meat, at least she can eat the raw meat in style. And now the question is, I guess, like, what is our next priority? I think it's probably not to smoothen this room. I think the room's going to be awful no matter what. Maybe the next priority is to set up some type of defense system, just so in case we get raided by something that we can't fight, some traps can maybe take out the raiders, which like the first raid should be easy, but maybe they're going to be an epic set of raiders. Okay, here we go. We got our first negative event. It's a manhunting pack of cats. It's actually not bad. We're just going to open this door and let them come in one by one. We should be able to take them. We got one cat dead. And the other cat should go down as well. We also got this torch belt, by the way, as a gift from the traders. So that's what she has on her belt, which you can throw at raiders, I guess, or something. I'm not sure how it works. Wow, she botched 2 traps actually. Oh, and she botched another one. So yeah, we're wasting tons of wood every time we botch a trap. That was really unlucky. She did just get to 5 construction, so now there's only a 10% chance to botch, but I think before it was still only like a 12 or 13%. Oh, and here we go. We got our first raid. It is by one person that got killed by these grizzly bears. The raid went wrong for not only them, it went wrong for us too, because yeah, these grizzly bears are now manhunting and they're gonna attack us. So the grizzlies are gonna head for our trap system, and I think it's okay. Oh man, that one tanked all of our traps. and it still didn't die. We're gonna have to finish it off. We finish it off. The question now, I guess, is like, do we let Kawaii Waifu try to stole the other one? And okay, so I did a test save and I just tried to take on the grizzly bear just to see how viable that strat would be. It did not seem that viable. We got a bit lucky at the end and did heal back some of her injuries, but overall they were really bad, and I think with bad RNG we could have easily died there. And eventually the wounds were probably going to get infected anyways because this room is so dirty. It is currently -2 cleanliness, so yeah, if Kawaii Waifu gets any bad injuries, they're probably going to get infected. I think the most viable strat to do here is we got to get out here and grab this grizzly and then bring it back inside. Once it gets into a position like here, we might have time to grab it. I think we do. Nice. We were able to grab it. And okay, now we have a source of food, so we shouldn't need to go outside. It would be really cool actually if we could get outside to uninstall the butcher table, but yeah, I don't think that's happening actually. I want to bring the butcher table back inside so we get the full amount of meat from butchering up this bear, but I don't think the bear is going to let us. Okay, yeah, we're not going to risk it. We're just going to butcher up this bear, and then we have a bunch of meat inside, 71 meat, which should hopefully last us a little while, at least maybe until we get raided again. Wait, did it leave? Yeah, I think it's actually leaving. That actually did not last too long. Okay, cool. It's gone. I was expecting that whole thing to last way longer than it did. But yeah, there's 2 alpaca bodies out here, and then there's the body of the raider that just attacked us. We don't actually need to bring the raider back home. We can sacrifice it out here. Let's strip it first, because it does have a cloth hood that we can give to Kawaii Waifu. It is a low quality one, so it's going to give her a -3 mood lid for ratty apparel. But yeah, we're able to sacrifice this raider. And I think we can make an offering. Yeah, we can. We only need 1 bloodstone to make a level 1 offering. We'll grab that alpaca and bring it back. But yeah, after making that offering, that improved our movement speed by 5% and manipulation by 5%. In order to make the next offering, we need 2 bloodstones. The next one's gonna be 4, the next one's gonna be 8. We got a legendary grave quest. We can travel here to potentially defeat the guardians to obtain valuable rewards and perhaps recruit a legendary Viking hero. Okay, so before we do the legendary grave quest, I do want to train up some pack animals. Multiple would be good, but we need at least 1, I think. And very nice, we got up to 1 animals. This was the 3rd attempt at trying to tame this donkey. We actually got it. So the tame chance jumped from 7 to 14% after getting 1 in animals. And now we're gonna try to tame up these alpacas. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. We finally knocked someone out. He's a slow learner, so he's really bad at learning really everything. Literally all the guy can do is build, and we don't really need a builder right now. And there we go, after I want to say the 20th attempt at trying to tame up one of these alpacas at what it said was a 10% chance, and then it became a 15% chance, because we now do have 2 animals. We did finally tame up an alpaca, and we're going to actually leave soon. We're just waiting to be able to train up this donkey. We got its guard up to 2. We need to get its guard up to 3, and then we can mount it, and then we'll be quicker on the world map. And okay, we packed everything up for the most part, and we headed over to this nearby tribal colony, where we're able to sell off Wolverine for 392 bucks. I also jacked his tribal kilt he was wearing, because yeah, that's not going to improve his sell price. But yeah, we're going to sell him and all these leathers. We don't need any of these leathers. Do these guys actually have anything besides silver they can sell us? Not really. So I think we're just going to dump off all this wood, and we were able to buy out all their silver. And yeah, we'll keep moving on the map over to this nearby, I want to call them a caster colony, but they also have high tier weapons. So we left our colony here. We hit up this tribal colony, sold some goods off. We sold some goods off at this magical colony as well. Hit up this industrial colony. They didn't have anything. But then over at this other magical colony, they actually have a psychic animal pulsar for 900. We're going to buy this for 741. They also do have this helm of the valiant, which gives a pretty good amount of protection to the head and lowers energy costs and increases class XP gain. We might as well just get that, as in general it is kind of hard to find decent helmets. And okay, we made it to the Viking grave, and it says that we succeeded in our quest to clear it out. So I guess there's no enemies here, and I'm not sure why that is exactly. It said the place might be guarded. It didn't say it would be. So yeah, we're able to claim all these traps though, and we can actually claim the beds and everything as well. We also let waifu get a little bit of rest, because yeah, she was really tired. And while we were doing that, we got this quest that this guy will join us, but he's being hunted by a pack of 10 manhunting snow hares. And okay, we're just gonna forget about that quest, because there were some manhunting cactipines that were at our base. And they're gonna, yeah, he's dead in 7 hours. Which is unfortunate too. The guy was actually clean, which is the opposite of Kawaii Waifu. He would have been able to clean the base up, he could have fought, and yeah, we're just not gonna think about it. So yeah, that whole thing did not happen. What is about to happen though is we're gonna open up this Crypto Sleep casket that apparently has a legendary Viking hero inside of it. And okay, we actually hit it a few times. That did not work. We're gonna have to open it the old fashioned way. Oh, there is something definitely inside of it. Let's use Wave of Fear. See if we can get this person to run away. Nice, they're running. They might run right into our trap too. That'd be nice. No, they're not going to. Our donkey's running. Oh crap. And our alpaca got knocked out, but then it got back up. I'm not sure what we want to do here. Just run over the trap, I think. Okay, the alpaca didn't trigger the trap, that's good. This person's about to. They got hit pretty good, but they are using crypto armor. Let's use Wave of Fear again. Oh, and this person's running, I guess. And they hit the other trap. So since they have crypto armor on, they're not going to bleed that well. Let's use Graveblade. And we killed him, which ordinarily that would kind of suck because now her armor is tainted, but we can actually still wear that because we have the Bloodlust trait, and Death Knights also don't mind wearing tainted gear. I guess we'll wear the crypto helmet too. It does give more protection than the helmet she's using. Then we also got a crypto hatchet and a crypto shield. After doing the legendary grave quest, we hit up every colony looking for a psychic animal tamer that we could use at this Najorn hunt, which would possibly allow us to train one of the legendary Najorns. Unfortunately, we could not find one. The only colony we did not hit up was this medieval colony to the west, and the reason why we didn't even try to go there is because this Revenant colony had some nice stuff. So there's these new power tools that assist in a variety of tasks, like this grinder increases construction speed by 80%. For 760 we're going to grab that, and they also have a jackhammer which increases mining speed by 80%. We're going to grab that as well, and I would also like to pick up this Wanderer's Cloak. This thing just offers a variety of bonus stats like more energy, less ability cooldown, a little bit of arcane resist. I think that's just like general magic resist, and then it also gives some extra bonuses like a tiny bit of movement speed, less mental break threshold by 5%, some more social impact and negotiation ability, and some more psychic sensitivity for our Psycaster. And then it gives armor to Harmony against, I guess, holy, shadow, or death attacks. In order to pick all that stuff up, we're going to sell off all this gold, and actually that right there is going to be enough. We also have some steel urns we can sell too. We still have the psychic animal pulsar that we bought earlier on, so I thought we'd use it on this nearby Viking colony, kind of just to see what would happen. And okay, here we go. Can the animals on this map defeat these Vikings? There are quite a few bulls actually. I didn't even see these things. I know there's a bunch of deers on the map, and a bunch of chickens over here are getting kind of owned. How are the bulls and deers doing though? They're doing some work. They already killed a dude. The animals don't have to clear all these guys out. They just have to clear enough to the point where these guys have had enough and they give up basically. And okay, it looks like the animals were not successful here. Are these guys gonna come for us? They are. Oh, there's some more manhunting animals over here that these guys are now going for. Wait, this is perfect. I don't think there's many left, and these guys were just hovering outside of our little area here because they smelled us, I guess. Oh, and yeah, the base was destroyed. Very nice. This is perfect. They should maybe help clear out the rest of these animals. Question is, do we try to go out and clear these animals out? And these guys don't seem that good. We could just chill in this cave for a while. We do have some chocolate. Not a whole lot, but from what I know about the psychic animal pulsar, these animals are gonna turn non-manhunter pretty soon, I think. And yeah, they're slowly and surely turning back to normal. There's only a few of them that are still manhunting. We could actually take the rest of these guys, but like it's almost not necessary. I think we're just gonna wait out another few hours for the rest of them to go to normal. And alright, only a few animals are still manhunting. We're gonna let Kawaii Waifu just take the rest of them. We are pretty armored up, and any damage that we take we can probably just lifesteal back. We're actually not taking damage. Okay, we finally got hits a few times actually, and these guys are ganging up on us now, which is not good. Let's maybe Graveblade them. And there we go, we actually just healed the damage back. And we did take some damage at the end there, but we healed it back. Now we get to explore our new base, which I'm not sure if we're gonna stay here, but there is a bunch of goods, like some hay that we get. There's a lot of meals in here. We'll actually eat a meal. Kawaii Waifu is fairly hungry. See, in this main room, it's just a meeting hall type of deal. Bunch of beds in there. And this room actually was already open, I guess. But over here, and a bedroom. So yeah, nothing really too cool as far as loot. I decided it wasn't worth to settle at the Viking colony. Our old base has a much more defensible layout, and we have some tools that we can use to set up a new base. So yeah, we're just gonna go back home. On the way though, we will try to dump off a lot of goods we just picked up. Like we just picked up a bunch of meats. And okay, never mind on that tribal colony, it actually didn't have that much silver. This nearby magical colony though does, and they're gonna buy all of our pemmican, our meats. We're actually gonna sell them the corn, plus these 2 weapons that we picked up from the Viking colony, and this Architect Mass round shield, which sounds a lot cooler than it actually is. I'm not sure what material Architect Mass is used for, but yeah, it's not very good on shields apparently. With all that silver, we're just gonna buy this mining skill trainer, and this is gonna help us set up the base. Only a few hours later, we are getting raided. We're gonna have our Grave Blade on those 2 dudes, and okay, well, looks like they're running. Oh, they have rapid aging too. That's why they went down so easy. And all right, we got raided. The raid went wrong for the raiders. And when Kwai Waifu got close to this dude who was down, who was actually a warlock, he randomly just died. And this has happened multiple times. I think Death Knights have some hidden ability where like they kill nearby people sometimes. We did eventually get this quest, an unknown survivor though. And this dude, who we don't know if he's good, he will join us for 20 days. And if we make him happy, he may join us permanently. Now, he is actually a caster, because I can see up here that he's a magic class. And he is a blood mage, which increases tame and train animal chance. He is not that good in animals, though. He's pretty bored with them. And his research speed and global learning rate are lowered as well, which is unfortunate because he does have a burning passion for research. He is pretty good at social, though. He gets more social impact, negotiation ability, and trade price improvement. And he does have 6 social with a minor passion for it. And as for his abilities, we'll get into those in the next video. I will say his ability Blood Shield is going to have some nice synergy with Kwai Waifu. And yeah, with that, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.